Hello, welcome to another edition of Green Chair Interviews. I'm Adam Mason with our good friend here from the Department of Modern Languages, Alain Takam. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your experience of being a new teacher here?
Being a new professor is actually an exciting perspective. Why? Because when you are new, it's the time to sit down and see how things work in a new environment. It's a time to learn about new things. It's time to have another type of collaboration, other types of friendships, and so on. So many things are new, and that in itself is quite exciting. Mm-hmm. Why am I saying that? It is because when I came here, of course, new here, but not new at all in the profession, and because everything is always different in every university, in every post-secondary institution, I had to do some readjustments to talk to people, and by talking to people, to create new friendship, and to see how things work in this university, especially at the level of teaching. I've seen very nice people here and there in the teaching center with Doug, who guided me towards a number of issues. I didn't shy away to see anybody I could get help from, and I felt really comfortable. So the adjustment was not something terribly difficult.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think you've hit on a really key point to success here. Reaching out to colleagues and friends and talking to others about it. The fact that you've reached out and talked to so many people, that's fantastic. And now tell me a little bit of something about how this teaching at this program is a little bit different than the previous schools that you've taught at, because I think a lot of people are going to be in that similar situation.
That's right. This program is different in a sense that more than any other program I've been to, this one is more student-centered. It is really about students. It is really about interdisciplinarity, which is actually something I like. My field is sociolinguistics, and sociolinguistics is actually in the crossroads, is the crossroads of many disciplines. The fact that our program is, lays more emphasis on liberal education, it is quite exciting. Where I was before, there was nothing like liberal education. I came from the University of Waterloo. It is truly a bigger university that focuses more on engineering and so on. But here, it is like a family with students, and there's a lot of respect. Teachers, students, student-teachers, and I find it somehow quite personal.
You and I actually have a lot of things in common with your work with language and my work with music. And that's one of the great things when we start collaborating and talking to other teachers, that we discover those commonalities and can really help each other. You mentioned your connection with the students here. As a teacher that's been to many places, how would you find connecting with the students here? Say either unique or what's common about it?
That connection is quite unique because I've had for the first year students, third and fourth year students. So that means students who have been here for quite some time and who have already been initiated to the philosophy of the university, being student-centered, being focusing on liberal education. So they themselves already knew the types of relationship they have with their professors, and I was very happy to see that there was already that foundation, because in my previous institution, in a class, there were so many students that those students did not even know their teachers very well.
Yeah.
So here it was different. The number of students in a class plays a great role in that as well.
Yes, yes. Can you share with us some examples, or one example of some success that you experienced from just talking to one of your colleagues that helped you in a situation with your teaching?
I once talked to a colleague in biology, and we're just having a chat over a coffee, and then I told him, okay, you've been here for quite some time. What are the challenges? What advice can you give to a new prof? And well, many people always have same problems at the beginning, and when you talk to people, when you reach out, they tell you their own experiences, and it is a quite good training. So it has been like that, and even now that I've been here for 1 year and a half already, I still talk to people when I have a chance, because collaboration is that you always learn from each. We always learn from each other. Someone's experiences can enlighten another one's experiences as well, and I cherish that a lot. So I was talking with a colleague in biology, and you mentioned something a language professor and a music professor have in common, but you might be also surprised to see that we discovered that we have many things in common, because in linguistics there is what we call eco-linguistics, or the ecology of language, and I started talking about that to him. He said, but that looks like ecology or even biology. He said, yeah, it's part of it. It's part of it. So I told him linguistics can be applied to biology to understand how languages evolve in a sort of eco-linguistic situation, where the law of Darwinism applies as well, the survival of the fittest. So the way languages, the stronger languages will always like to dominate the weaker languages, and the weaker languages will always try to survive, to fight for their own survival, and so on. And it looks like Darwinism in the linguistic way. So when you talk to people, the more you do, the more you discover that you have many things to share.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had a physics professor come in to a classroom while I was erasing my board, and I just finished a class, and he said, oh, you're in the physics department? I said, no, I'm in music. And he said, I'm looking at all these diagrams. This is all physics. And I said, no, this is music. Music is physics. I really like what you shared about just reaching out and talking to people. And one of the really great things I think about this university is, even though, hey, we're all busy, we really do have colleagues and friends here that want to see you succeed, that want to see the new teachers succeed. They want their programs to thrive, and they want to, the people around you here really want to lift you up. So I think you've really illustrated that so well for us. So thanks for sharing that with us, Alain.
It's a pleasure.
It's great to have you.